Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this algebraic equation. So I have x squared is equal to x minus 3 squared. Now make sure to stay until the end of the video where I have a bonus problem for you guys that is similar to this one, which you guys can try and solve. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to subtract x squared on both sides. So then these two will cancel out, and I will be left with 0 is equal to x minus 3 squared minus x squared. Now I'm going to rewrite this as x minus 3 squared minus x squared is equal to 0. So now the 0 is on the right hand side. And now, if I have something in the form a squared minus b squared is equal to, this is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So in this case, a would equal x minus 3 and b is equal to x. So x minus 3 squared minus x squared, this would equal a plus b, so x minus 3 plus x times a minus b. So x minus 3 minus x. This is equal to 0. Now x plus x is 2x, so now I have 2x minus 3 times, these two will cancel out, so simply just negative 3 is equal to 0. Now, if I divide both sides by negative 3, these two cancel out, and I have 2x minus 3 is equal to 0 over negative 3. Now 0 divided by any number is 0, so I simply am left with 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now, if I add 3 on both sides, I get 2x is equal to 3. Now I can divide by 2 on both sides, so then these two cancel out, and I'm left with x is equal to 3 over 2. Now to check, my original equation was x squared is equal to x minus 3 squared. Now x is equal to 3 over 2. So now I have 3 over 2 squared is equal to 3 over 2 minus 3 squared. Now 3 over 2 minus 3, that's the same thing as 3 over 2 minus 3 over 1 squared. Now I have 3 over 2 squared is equal to 3 over 2 minus 3 over 1, which is equal to 2 times 1 is 2, 1 times 3 is 3, minus 2 times 3 is 6. So I have 3 minus 6, which is equal to negative 3. So now I have 3 over 2 squared, which is equal to negative 3 over 2 squared. And 3 over 2 squared, this is going to be 3 over 2 times 3 over 2, which is equal to 9 over 4. So I have 9 over 4 is equal to negative 3 over 2 squared. It's equal to negative 3 over 2 times negative 3 over 2, which is equal to negative times a negative is a positive, so 9 over 4. So I have 9 over 4 is equal to 9 over 4, and this is right, so our solution is right. Alright, so now we have x to the power of x is equal to 5 to the power of x plus 25. Now we want to find the value of x. So first off, from x to the power of x is equal to 5 to the power of x plus 25, if I have something in the form a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So in this case, a would equal 5, m would equal x, and n would equal 25, because we have 5 to the power of x plus 25, which is the same as a to the power of m plus n. So now I can rewrite 5 to the power of x plus 25 as 5 to the power of x, a to the power of m, times a to the power of n, which is 5 to the power of 25. So now I have x to the power of x is equal to 5 to the power of x times 5 to the power of 25. Now I'm going to go ahead and divide both sides by 5 to the power of x. So now by doing that, these two will simply cancel out. So for my left-hand side, I will have x to the power of x over 5 to the power of x. And on my right-hand side, all I have left is 5 to the power of 25. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m over b to the power of m, I can rewrite this as a over b to the power of m. So in this case, a would equal x, b would equal 5, and m would also equal x. So from x to the power of x over 5 to the power of x is equal to 5 to the power of 25. Can rewrite this as x over 5 to the power of x is equal to 5 to the power of 25. Now, if I take the power of 1 over 5 on both sides, I get x over 5 to the power of x to the power of 1 over 5 is equal to 5 to the power of 25 to the power of 1 over 5. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So in this case, x over 5 to the power of x to the power of 1 over 5, I can write this as x over 5 to the power of x times 1 over 5. This is still equal to 5 to the power of 25 to the power of 1 over 5. Now x times 1 over 5, that's the same thing as x over 5. So now I have x over 5 to the power of x over 5. Now I'm going to do the same thing to 5 to the power of 25 to the power of 1 over 5. So now I have x over 5 to the power of x over 5 is equal to 5 to the power of 25 times 1 over 5. Now I have x over 5 to the power of x over 5 is equal to 5 to the power of 25 over 5. Excuse me, x over 5 to the power of x over 5 is equal to 5 to the power of 25 over 5 is 5. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of a is equal to b to the power of b, and b is greater than or equal to 1, then this means that a is equal to b. And in this case, b is equal to 5, which is greater than or equal to 1, meaning x over 5 is equal to 5. Now, if I multiply both sides by 5, I get these two cancel out. X is equal to 5 times 5, which is 25. Now, to check, our original equation was x to the power of x equals 5 to the power of x plus 25. X to the power of x is equal to 5 to the power of x plus 25. Now x is equal to 25, so now I have 25 to the power of 25 is equal to 5 to the power of 25 plus 25. Now I have 25 to the power of 25 is equal to 5 to the power of 25 plus 25 is 50. Now to simplify this, 25, this is the same thing as 5 squared. So now I have 5 squared to the power of 25 is equal to 5 to the power of 50. Now if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So 5 to the power of 2 to the power of 25, that's going to equal 5 to the power of 2 times 25. So equal to 5 to the power of 50. 2 times 25 is 50, so I have 5 to the power of 50 is equal to 5 to the power of 50. And because this is right, we know our solution is right as well. So now it's time for our bonus problem. Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be going over a nice algebraic equation. So right here we have our equation, x to the power of 6 equals x minus 1 to the power of 6. And if you notice, you can see that both sides of the equation are to the power of 6. So to simplify this equation, why don't we find the sixth root of both sides? So then we can make it much simpler. So x to the power of 6, we're going to do x to the power of 6 to the sixth root. And this is going to equal the sixth root of x minus 1 to the power of 6. And these two actually cancel out. So x to the power of 6 to the sixth root, it's going to cancel out because these two are opposites. So remember, opposites cancel out. So this is simply going to result in x equals, these two are going to cancel out as well. So we're just left with plus or minus, remember, we got the plus or minus x minus 1. So now this gives us two equations. This gives us x equals positive x minus 1, or this gives us x equals negative x minus 1. Let's first try the positive. So we're going to do x equals x minus 1. It's just, and now if we subtract x on both sides for this, we get 0 equals negative 1. And this is actually a false equation, meaning this wouldn't work. X can't equal x minus 1. So we can't use the positive version. So now let's try the negative version. Let's do x equals negative 1, same thing as just negative, x minus 1. So now we're going to have to distribute this negative 1. So we're going to multiply with x and negative 1. So this results in x equals negative 1 times x is negative x. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. And now we're going to add x on both sides. And x plus x is 2x equals 1. And now to isolate x, we're going to divide by 2 on both sides. These two cancel out. So we're simply left with x equals 1/2. And this is our answer to this equation. Now let's check to see if it works. Why don't we plug in 1/2 into our equation here? So this is going to be 1/2 to the power of 6 equals 1/2 minus 1 to the power of 6. Well, 1/2 to the power of 6, that's going to be 1/64. And this equals, well, 1/2 minus 1 is simply negative 1/2. And negative 1/2 to the power of 6, well, that's the same thing as 1/2 to the power of 6, because even if you square a positive or negative number, as long as our exponent here is even, then our answer is always going to be positive. And since our exponent here is even, then our answer here is going to be positive. So negative 1/2 to the power of 6 is also 1/64. So this is right, meaning x does equal 1/2. So this is our answer to this equation.